My name is Haslin Modine. I'm on the Bulletproof content team, and I tried a sensory deprivation tank. Even though it's not new, floating's getting a ton of buzz right now because there are so many health benefits associated with it, and it's moving more into the mainstream. The benefits include alleviating stress, reducing anxiety, helping people with chronic pain, helping creatives get into a creative flow state, helping people get into a deeper meditative state, reducing inflammation. One of my fears about trying a float tank is that I don't like being in enclosed spaces. I've been described as a relaxed type A, but I can tell you that my anxiety level is sometimes a little high. And when I hear Enya, I actually get anxiety. So the idea of floating in a tank in the darkness, alone with my thoughts for 90 minutes was a little unsettling, but I will do this for you and for me and for my content team.
So I am getting ready to try a sensory deprivation tank. When you close it. And then just work.
So I went to Pause Float Studio in LA. The way it works is you book a 60 to 90 minute session, and you usually float for 60 minutes, heads and tails on either side to be able to rinse off. And in some cases, like at Pause Float Studio, you can go in the infrared spa before or after. Some tanks have no sound inside and no lights. The float studio that I went to, you can control whether you want lights, whether you want music. It's a bit unnerving to let your neck just relax in the water. The Epsom salt makes everybody virtually weightless. So even if you don't float that well in a pool, you'll be able to float in a float tank. Epsom salt's actually made up of magnesium and sulfates, and you might find that your circulation's improved, your muscles hurt less, and you're just less stressed from absorbing the magnesium alone. The sulfates actually help your brain form tissue and help your joints.
It feels so good to be weightless. Why am I whispering? I think it's because I'm supposed to be meditating.
Every person will have a different float experience. Some people will find themselves in a really relaxed state. Some people will go into a meditative state. I went into a very creative place and came out of my float with a ton of really big ideas, and I felt optimistic and bright, which I didn't necessarily expect to feel for a few days after my float. Floating is now my go-to gift for people who live near the studios because I think it was such a nice experience, and I want people to give the gift of that amount of presence and weightlessness to themselves. If you like this video, subscribe to our Bulletproof YouTube channel. We have a ton of recipes, biohacker news, podcasts, and a whole lot more. So if this is the kind of stuff you like to watch, be sure to hit subscribe today.